1, 2. What are you gonna do? Blueprints and tequila.
Tequila.
What's going on, everybody? Today's episode, we did 1, we did 2, we did 3, I believe.
Maybe 3. Possibly.
Today's the 4th.
We think.
Questions with the burn down.
Stay tuned.
Coming up next.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric, a.k.a. Brother Cigar. This gentleman in the gray pinstripe suit is Justin, a.k.a. Dapper Cigar. Today's podcast, when in doubt, when we can't think of topics, when we don't have guests, we run to what can we do? And that is...
we run into...
We refer to these date questions, 100 date questions to get to know each other, or 250 questions to get to know each other, fun, blah, 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 blah. It's always a good way to reassure people, remind people of who we are, and, things that we think of.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those, a lot of people like the episodes of when we just kind of shoot the shit. So We've done these in the past. It's kind of like first date with the burn down, second date with the burn down. We just ask each other random questions that we pull off of Google, so you guys get to know us a little bit more. So what we're going to do today is we don't even have a list. I'm just on Google right now, and I'm just going to type in, questions to ask someone. Funny questions to ask someone.
Yeah, make it real.
And we're going to ask Siri what to give us a number between 1 and 15, and that's the number, that's the link that we're going to click on, and then we'll go random from there. So,
well, shall we do that first, or shall we light up and should we spark it up, talk it out, and burn it down first?
Yeah, so let's do that. And while we light this up, I'm going to do the plug.
I already cut it for you.
Oh, you my man.
All right, cut it for you.
So if you're new to this channel, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And please hit the bell to be notified for every single time we drop a new video. We have new episodes every single Friday. Make sure you check out the website, burndownpodcast.com. Become a member. It's $5 a month. You get exclusive access to 5 partnering stores. You get discounts to 5 partnering stores. You also get entered into a monthly members-only giveaway. We give away cigars, spirits, accessories, and more. Also, check out our new cigar, The Blueprint. It's available for order now. Go to the website, and we will link all of our partnering stores where you can purchase it. Burndownpodcast.com. That's the plug.
We already sold over almost 30 boxes.
Dude, it's been hot. It's been hot. So
we released it in June. It's right in the beginning of July, or ended. Where are we? We got 2 more days in June. We already sold 30 boxes in physical shops and online. So, salute to that. Thank you, everyone, for buying and supporting.
And what we're drinking today is Cava de Oro.
Why don't you use the shot?
This is the last shot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the last shot of the bottle. Cava de Oro Extra Añejo Tequila. Tequila. This is my favorite tequila that has ever been made. Eric, salud to
getting it in. Thank you to everyone who has supported the podcast and has been buying the Blueprint cigar.
Let's do it. So,
cheers.
Blueprints and tequila.
I was so excited for today. I remember.
Damn, that tequila's good.
I was at work and I just texted you and I was like, "Damn, I need a Blueprint."
All right, so.
I don't think your cigar's all the way lit, though.
Yeah, it is. Watch.
No, you got one section that's out. Oh, well, maybe it's got to go all the way around.
Yep. Perfect. All right, so what am I typing in Google here? Am I doing funny questions to ask, interesting questions to ask, regular questions to ask?
Come on, we like funny.
All right. So, funny, or do both funny and interesting.
Fuck it. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Funny and there it is. Funny and interesting questions.
While you look that up, quick shout out to our boy Mason at Buffalo Cigars in Orchard Park, New York, a.k.a. Buffalo, New York. He sent us sample packs of their custom rolled cigars.
Ooh.
So
I like that bag.
It's a very cool bag. It's a cigar bag. So he gave us a Barber Pole, a Double Ajero, and a San Andreas.
We're gonna have to flip to see who gets what on that one.
Yeah. Well, he gave me a bag for you, which I think I gave to you.
Oh no, that's the one you gave me last time.
No, I took this out of I brought this from my house.
Oh, so okay. So you didn't take that one. Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
Yeah, no, I have the same bag.
I was
then.
rushing this morning to bring cigars, and I grabbed this out of my humidor.
Gotcha. I thought when I showed you the ones, you're like, oh yeah, I brought those last week. And
No.
okay.
And hopefully by the time this episode comes out, Mason's the general manager over at Buffalo Cigars, and it's where cigar smoking is not a crime on their sticker. But he's the general manager over there, and he's been smoking and trying to push the owners to get the blueprint in their cigar
They
shop.
have 3 stores, I think, right?
Yes, 3 stores, and be the exclusive Buffalo area owner of the Blueprint cigar. So hopefully by then, it's there. But until then, thanks, Mason. Shout out. Buffalo Cigars.
You know what I have noticed too, a little thing about is, and this is with all cigars too, but I have noticed, because some people were saying with the Blueprint that some of the samples that we gave them tasted a little bit different than the ones that they just bought right out the box.
Oh.
Okay. I said, yeah, well, the reason for that is when you transport cigars, right, throughout their journey, they might lose a little bit of humidity. I guess they do have the humidification in it, but they might lose a little bit, and the climate goes up and down, so they get a little bit, a little off. So if you get one, as soon as the shipment comes in, you open the box and you smoke it right away, it's going to taste different against when you take the cigars, you put them in humidor, you let them sit for a week and kind of reacclimate their humidity, and then try them again. It'll taste a little bit different. Both of them are a little good, but I did notice that. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. Because somebody had said that, and I explained it to them, and I go, oh, okay.
And shout out to Cigar Boss Man, Sean, also in the Buffalo area, by Niagara Falls area. We sent him some samples of the Blueprint, and he gave us an honest Boss Man review, put it all up on his profile.
He enjoyed it. He said he loved it. He said we knocked it out the park.
At first, he was like, all right, I'm going to give you an honest review. And I'm like, oh, boy, what is it? And he's like, it was a little harsh. And I was like, uh-oh. And he was like, and at the end, like, whatever, he fixed what he was saying. Well, he didn't fix. He said it was a little harsh.
No, he said it off the bat. It was a little harsh for him, which, listen, honest opinion. Everyone's different. Like I said, if you get it right out the box, it's going to be a little bit harsh because it's a little bit drier than if you let it rest for a little bit in your humidor. But again, it's just like most cigars. If you right when you light it, it could be a little bit harsh. You want to purge it, right? But he said, he got a buttered popcorn flavor, a little bit of spice, pepper in there.
All I care about at the end, he said, well, boys, you fucking nailed it. And
he said, yeah, Boss Man approved. So.
Yeah, Boss Man approved. So shout out to Sean.
Okay, so I typed in funny and interesting questions to ask. And there's actually 10 links, but one of the links is a sublink of the one above it. So there's only 9 links. So.
Okay, Siri 1 through 9.
Hey Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 9.
A random number between 1 and 9 is 4.
Perfect.
4. Okay. So we're going to go down the 4th link. 1, 2, 3. 154 funny questions to ask. Sorry, not sorry.
Perfect. I like where this is going. We're going to get weird.
So 154. Hopefully they're numbered. They are numbered.
Okay.
Okay. So you have 154. So now, let's ask the first one.
Are we going to ask Siri every single time?
You want to?
Not really.
Let's do it for the first one. Hey Siri.
Okay, the first one.
Pick a number between 1 and 154.
A random number between 1 and 5,154 is 1,259.
5,000?
We ain't gonna ask Siri because
pick.
Oh, we can do. Here we go. Just do it like this. Go on to Google. We'll do random number generator.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
And then just keep hitting the button. Random number generator. Bingo. 1 and 154. Generate. 53. Okay. 53. First question.
All right.
What name would your pet give you if you have changed roles?
What?
What name would your pet give you?
So if your dog was you and you were the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like changed roles, like careers or like.
If you made a career change from being a doctor to a sales rep.
So if I was the dog and my dog was the human, what name would they give me? Oh my gosh. I have no clue. Stogie. That's actually That's a good name for a dog. Stogie.
Give
me a Stogie. That'd be mine. Probably name me Stogie.
But like, I feel like they would call me if my name is Eric and all of a sudden I turn into a dog. What do you do when you see a puppy? Oh, come here, Stogie. Come here, Eric. Come here, Eric.
Okay, well, what do you think you'd look like as a dog then? What kind of dog do you think you'd be?
I'd
probably be a German Shepherd.
I'd probably be a chocolate lab.
Okay. So what would
Eri.
Eri?
Eri.
There's your name. Mine'd be Stogie, you'd be Eri.
But why would he call you Stogie though?
I don't know. Do I have to have a reason? He asked me what I think it would be. They didn't say and why.
Unrealistic. He just randomly call you Stogie. I have logic behind mine.
Okay.
Think about it. When you see, hi Charlie, you get old. So if your name is Justin, right? Think in the same way. If the dog named you Justin, well, if your name was Justin and you turn into a dog, and then now your dog is Charlie. Come here, Justy. Come here, Justy.
Next question.
Yeah, this question's stupid.
Okay, we're going too far. 28. What do we got here? Which joke is not even close to funny, but can make you laugh? These questions are... what joke's not even funny, but can make you laugh?
Why'd the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? No, it doesn't make me laugh.
I like one. I like a lot of the dad jokes that like they're really not that funny, but they're funny because they're dad jokes.
I have a couple of jokes in my phone actually. Okay.
You know what joke always gets a chuckle out of me, and I tell it to a lot of people, and they're just like, "What?" Said there's 3 old men sitting on a park bench. 3 old men, like well into their early 90s, late 90s. Okay, and the one turns to the first guy turns to the second guy, and he said, "It's windy out, isn't it?" The second guy says, "No, it's Thursday." The third guy says, "Yeah, I know. Let's get a drink." I tell it to everybody, and people are like, "Huh? What?"
3 guys standing next to each other, and that's what
I said. 3 old guys, and the first guy goes to the second side, says, "It's windy out." And the guy goes, "No, it's Thursday." And the third guy goes, "Yeah, I know. Let's get a drink." So they're old and they can't hear, and the first guy thinks he says it's Wednesday, so he says, "No, it's Thursday." And the third guy thinks he says, "I'm thirsty." He says, "No, let's get a drink." It's such a stupid man, but it always gets a chuckle out of me.
All right. That's not bad.
Or the one where there's a farmer goes to
let me say,
goes to his assistant. He says, he goes, "There's 69 sheep out there. You want to round them up for me?" He goes, "Sure, 70."
All right.
Such a dumb one. It's not even funny, but it's funny.
Hold on, here we go. I got some jokes here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I mean, these are funny jokes, though. Ready? I'll just tell this one. Italian boy, good old Italian kid, goes to confession. He said, "Father, I got with a loose woman." The priest said, "My son, please tell me, and I will renounce you of all your sins." The boy said, "Father, I can't do that. I can't kiss and tell, Father." The father said, "Please, my son, in order for me to forgive you, you must tell me." He said, Was it Anne-Marie? No. Was it Becky? No. Was it Charisse? No. The boy says, "I can't, Father." Father goes, "Okay, you will be forgiven and no altar boy duties for 4 months." He leaves and goes, "Okay, Father, thank you." When the boy gets out, he sees his buddy outside the church. He goes, "How'd it go?" Boy goes, "Great. I got 4 months vacation and 3 new prospects." Classic. Classic.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Okay.
You know, it depends, but that's a
I like that one.
So, anyways, that wasn't really the point of the question, but it got a couple of...
Some of these questions are... All right, so 126 is, what is the strangest food combination which people eat that you just don't understand?
What people drink milk with dinner.
Okay, milk with dinner.
Whoa.
I say ketchup on eggs or pasta.
Okay.
I know you might eat ketchup. Don't you eat ketchup on eggs or no? I can't stand ketchup on eggs or pasta.
Well, I don't even know why you're saying pasta. That's a fucking moral sin. I mean,
I've seen it, and I'm like,
that's like Ray Liotta in fucking Goodfellas when he gets in witness protection. Egg noodles and ketchup.
Nah, son.
I mean, eggs and ketchup. Okay, I feel like a lot of people do that. I do eggs and ketchup sometimes. Eggs and hot sauce.
No, eggs and hot sauce is fine.
Eggs and fucking pasta and ketchup. Get out of here. Go to a different country. Go
down.
Go to a.
What was that one episode when you said, "What's all those fucking birds? What are you doing here? This is a fucking winter. What are you doing? Go down to Florida. We don't want you here anymore." Remember that episode?
Yeah, I don't remember what I said though. Ugh, eggs and fucking
egg noodles and ketchup. All right, 110 is: have you ever had a secret relationship?
No,
I don't think so either.
No. Too much of a fucking headache, dude.
Yeah,
I can barely manage one.
Yeah.
Think I managed two?
Seriously.
I know guys, some of my friends have. I mean, my one friend still does. And I'm like, dude, how do you manage all those personalities?
Nah.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Never been that.
No, but here's a question. So not necessarily secret, like as in you're in a relationship and you're fucking around on the side and keeping it a secret. What about if you're in a relationship but you don't want everybody else to know? So it's like the two of you are kind of, boinking it and you don't want everybody else to know. Have you had one of those? So nobody else knows that you guys are like...
Nah. Eventually everyone just
hitting up the smush room.
Yeah, eventually everyone found it.
You're going to find out eventually, okay?
No one can kiss and tell anymore.
All right, 88. What would you rather... Oh, would you rather get lost in the jungle for 1 year or be trapped underground for 6 months?
Oh, God. Lost in the jungle for 1 year, trapped underground for 6 months. Lost in the jungle for 1 year.
I think so too.
Fuck being underground, bro.
Well, it also depends on okay.
Well, just generic. Not going into details. Well, where am I underneath the ground?
I know, but that's another thing too. It's like, all right, am I like
just plain take it for face value.
Face value,
right? Because there's
you're starting from scratch in both areas. Either you're underground in like a fucking cave somewhere, or you're in the jungle, starting from scratch.
I feel like if you're in the jungle, at least you're out. You're in the world.
And there's more. I feel like there's more
ways to survive.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary. I don't know if you ever heard about those kids. There was 14 kids. I forgot where it was. It was in a different country.
Lord of the Flies?
No. In the country was it's a cave. And during the summer or during the winter times here, for instance, during the winter here in the country over there, say it's December. So in December, the cave is clear as day. You can walk through it. You can play in it. But then by July, by the summertime, it starts getting the floods, and you can't go in it. So it was
a cave?
Yeah, and it was a cave, like a walk-in cave.
Oh, so the tides are much higher in the summer.
Yeah, whatever the case is. But whatever. And then it was, these kids were playing in there, and all of a sudden, it got flooded. And the kids went from up here, on the ground floor, and they got flooded, all the way down into this cave. And there was,
and they couldn't get back out.
And they couldn't get back out. And they hired these scuba these divers from England and other countries. They had this much space to get in and get out, and they had to transport these kids one by one. And then they had to fucking knock them out with drugs because they couldn't move around because you were fit into a spot, the cave was like this. So you're kind of your body's in this little tunnel underwater, and you're dragging this kid who's knocked out. And you have to make sure he's not fucking bouncing around. That's what I think of being underground, so fuck that.
Yeah, no, sure. I feel like there's better chances and there's more opportunity in the jungle to survive than there is in a cave.
100%.
Right?
What can you eat?
That's what I'm saying.
What can you
eat those cave spiders?
Yeah, for real. Fuck that.
I mean, I'll fucking do it if I have to, but all right. Number 100. Hundo P. What is the worst name for a feminine product you have ever heard of?
Oh.
Feminine product. Vagisil.
Vagisil's up there. What is the worst name for a feminine
product? So you got tampon, you got birth control, you got Vagisil, you got
Vagisil. Ugh.
I mean, I don't really know. Those are a handful of feminine products. Maxi Pad.
Yeah.
A lot of those are just regular names, but I feel like Vagisil, you threw the name vagina right in there. You didn't even try to hide it. You just said, I'm throwing it in.
Vagisil.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like saying penisil. If you had some cream for your penis.
Ugh. What's the thing? Isn't there a douche cleaner or something like that? Isn't it called douche? Is something like that?
Well, pap smear is like the, I guess, quote unquote procedure for.
Nah, I don't know. Let's go with Vagisil.
I don't know, I feel like there was no hiding it. It was just throwing it in there. Yeah, it's like, at least, okay, when you had Preparation H, I was like,
you're like, what is that?
Okay, Preparation H, it's cream for your buttocks, right? They call it, instead of saying ass cream, okay?
Asshole cream.
Right?
Hemorrhoid cream.
Like, at least they hit it a little bit.
I've used that product way too many times.
You could have called it like Preparation V.
Have you ever used Preparation H?
No.
Fucking terrible.
They said, Vagisil. Throw the name right in there. Okay.
Preparation H is very awkward.
74.
You don't want to hear about Preparation H.
For God's sake, why did you do that?
I mean, I guess like to talk about like a situation where you're like, why the hell did I do that?
Who fucking knows?
I get that.
These are so dumb. If mysteries are unsolved cases, then why do we call it unsolved mysteries?
Oh, that was like those deep.
It's like a double negative.
Those are like those deep thinking questions.
Okay, next one. 139. What do we got here? If you found out Hogwarts was real and you're a magician, what spell would you like to try first?
Wingardium Leviosa.
I knew that was coming. I fucking knew that was coming.
Not me, not Hermione, you, Harry.
The way he says it.
Yeah.
You.
I don't really know too much.
All right, so like let's paraphrase the question. If wizards and witches were real, what spell would you like to learn first? Like, would you like to learn how to move shit, how to throw people, how to like pick up objects, how to turn shit into something else?
I would like to learn how to disappear.
How to transport?
Bing.
That'd be cool because they do that. And I forgot what they call that, but
it's like fuck you, bitch. Bing.
Where they grab each other and they fucking zip away. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What about
or fly. Fly would be pretty cool too.
I feel like if you're already a witch or a magician, like you're doing magic, you're already flying.
Well, that'd be a spell. I mean, unless you have the broom or whatever. That's pretty cool. Teleport. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
23. Jordan.
Go.
Okay, I gotta go all the way up here. These are so dumb. Why is a burger not a sandwich?
Okay.
It is. It is a sandwich. These aren't questions about us, though. That's what I don't like.
No, I know, but it's questions. Hold on. But why isn't a burger a sandwich?
It is a sandwich. It's on the sandwich menu.
Or it's usually underneath the burger. It's usually.
Here's a question. Here's a better question for you. Why do they call it a burger and not like a beef sandwich? Because they call it a chicken sandwich, but they call it a burger.
Yeah. Well, where did the word burger originate from? I guess.
No idea. No clue.
I'm not a German. A German didn't come up with the name burger.
No.
Burger.
All right. Question 117. This is actually a good one.
Here we go.
What is the weirdest thing you gave someone as a gift?
The weirdest thing I ever gave someone as a gift. I don't know. I usually give good gifts.
You never had like a...
Oh, okay. I'll tell you a story. I mean, I was immature.
I have two that are funny.
So, again, I'm 16 years old. I was going to a Sweet 16. At this point, I was going to like 2 or 3 Sweet 16s every weekend, and my parents were like, fuck off. We're not giving you any more money.
Fuck off.
Like, we're just not. So, it was this girl, Sweet 16, and I thought it was funny if I just gave $1 in the card. I was like, that's funny. I just make a joke. And then I put $1 in the card, and I'm in the car going there, and I'm telling my friends, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I put $1 in the card. Isn't that funny? And they're like, no, bro, that's not funny. You can't do that. And I'm like,
I just did.
And they're like, I just did it. And they're like, dude, you can't give that to her. That's disrespect. And I'm like, huh? It is? Okay. And then I just didn't give her a card. And then I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I forgot the card. I'll give it to you in school. And then never did.
Never did?
Never did. Ripped up the card, took the $1.
Oh my God.
Or maybe I just, no. I don't know if I took the $1 out and just gave her a card, but yeah.
Or you threw it out. Fuck it.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but clearly it's not funny.
Not funny. I have two. So when I was in college, we did a Secret Santa on the basketball team, but it was gag gifts. You had to give out gag gifts. So I remember we gave a blow up doll. Give a blow up doll to one of the players.
Nice.
And we gave a we had this huge guy, like 7'1" on our team. And I remember we gave him a like horsecock dildo, like gigantic looking thing. Because I'm like, he's a big dude. Let's give him the biggest one I got. Yeah. And I'm not kidding. The thing was like 36 inches. Like this thing was massive.
Hell yeah.
So that was kind of uncomfortable. Funny as shit. And the other one was during Christmas. I gave, we do Secret Santa, right? So you pick obviously normal presents for Secret Santa because we have a large family. So we're like, listen, there's no sense in buying a gift. Like, I'm going to buy one for my mom, for my stepdad, for my brother, for my sisters. I have 3 sisters too. I'm not buying all. Pick one and we buy. So
it's a good move.
I got my brother-in-law and I bought him a bunch of regular gifts, but then I gave him another gift and it was just like it was all wrapped up nicely, right? Tissue paper in the bag and everything. And he opens it up and it was literally just a fake piece of poop. Like, it was just a fake turd. And I put in a bag, and he's like, the hell is this? I'm like, it's a piece of shit. And he goes,
it's poop again.
Are you kidding me? I said, that was a piece of shit. He goes, I love it. And he just started throwing it at people. It was just it was like a dog toy. It was a piece of shit in a bag.
Yeah, I can't.
You gotta love it.
I can't think. I'm sure there is.
Okay. What's one of the silliest ways you injured yourself?
Oh, okay. On my back. I got a giant scar on my back for my 21st birthday. So, in my house upstate, we have a deck, as you know. But my house, it's leveled because it's on the land, the property's on an angle, the driveway's on an angle. So, and for some reason, when my parents and my dad, my mom, my uncles, and my grandfather bought our upstate house, there's this wheel thing that comes out of the ground. You know what I'm talking about? That white wheel that's half out of the ground. I don't know what it is, but it's been there forever, and I don't know if it's still there. It's got to be. But 21st birthday, up at my house playing beer pong, intense tour. Actually, Civil War.
Oh, great game.
Civil War, it's 3v3, and you're up against a person against you, and you have 4 diamond cups.
And it's nonstop.
Rapid fire.
Just rapid fire.
You got to get the person out in front of you. And
as soon as you get a ball, throw it.
You can get them out. So, we're playing that game, high intensity, music's blasting, everyone's partying. And the ball falls off the deck, and I go, no problem. And I jumped off the deck, and I landed awkwardly on the angle, and I fell on top of that little wheel that's hanging out of the ground, and I cut my back. Yeah, and I was like, that fucking hurt. But I was already hammered, so I was not feeling anything. But I knew in the morning it was gonna hurt. So now I have a huge scar on my back from that stupid moment. Yep, that's me.
I have a so I have a scar on my elbow, on the back of my elbow. It's maybe like 2 or 3 inches long, and it was during Christmas time. We were playing football, like in the front yard.
Yeah.
Okay, and we had these little, like card or wooden cutouts of like Santa Claus and a reindeer and whatever. And you had you put like one of those hose clamps on the back, and you put a pipe through it, and you stick it in the ground, and it stands up, right? So we're playing football, and tossing around and like pretending you're in games and stuff. And we were I was running a route, catch the ball, and I pretend to like get tackled into one. You ever you get tackled into like the mound of snow or something, get tackled into the bush. Oh, bang! Oh, hit. So I pretended to get hit and go into one of these figurine things. So like, oh, bang, bang, got a double hit, right? And it turns out one of the fucking hose clamps had a screw that was protruding out in front of the thing, and I tackled into it, and it ripped. It like went into my elbow, and the screw just like sliced my elbow open. And I was like, it was probably like 3 inches long, and it was, when you get a cut that's deep where it's like purple coming out?
Well,
like it's purple blood. It's not.
Now you remind me of another story, but yeah. Yes,
and that was the one where it's like, I probably needed stitches, but I didn't. I just kind of kept taping it up, and I was such an idiot because there was no reason. Like it's not like somebody hit me and I accidentally fell. I purposely like went into it like, oh, watch it, bang, oh.
Jerome Bettis coming down.
Yeah, right? I'm like, oh, he runs row. He jukes him. He catches the ball. Oh, he gets hit out of bounds. Bang. Fucking ripped up my elbow.
Speaking of getting a cut very deep where it's like that, it was, I must have been 2nd or 3rd grade Memorial Day weekend, and we just moved into our new house, so they had a barbecue. And we had this old, like, remember like the old metal fences? There was the metal rods, and then to open the gate, you push the thing down, the little silver rod, you push the thing down, and the fence was like metal, like thick metal that was weaved in and out.
Yeah.
So we're running around playing tag, and the gate is open, and the bottom of the piece that hooks into the ground was like sticking out. And I remember running around playing tag with my buddies, and my foot scraped against it because I was barefoot. And I just thought I got like a scratch. I was like, it hurt. And then I looked down, and originally I thought I saw my bone because I saw white, but it was like, it was just
your flesh,
Yeah, it was your flesh. And I was like, ah! And I ended up getting like 18 stitches on my foot. So I still have a huge scar across my foot. But yeah, that reminded me of when you cut it that deep.
I got two more.
I would always tell, I saw my bone. And
I saw it moving
for years. Like I would, even like when I was in high school, I was like, yeah, come my foot to the bone. And then as I got older, I'm like, I wasn't my bone. I was just fucking.
It was just flesh.
I was fresh flesh.
I got two more. This is a good one. This is bringing up a lot of memories. I have two more. We were playing Manhunt one day, right? Great, which people that don't know, how do you not know Manhunt? But if you don't know Manhunt, it's hide and go seek, like in the dark, essentially.
It's a cooler way of saying hide and go seek.
Yeah. So we're running around, right? And I'm getting chased. And we used to be able to go
nice firm band,
right?
Nice firm.
So my parents' house is on a corner, and you used to be able to, where the driveway's on one side and like the front yard's kind of the other side. You used to be able to go through the gate to the side of the garage, and you can go. It would take you into the backyard, and then you can come out the other side, which is the other gate that kind of led to the front yard. So you used to be able to get chased around that way. So I'm running, and I go through the gate, right? And I'm turning around like this, running. And as soon as I'm running around trying to get to the other gate, and as soon as I turn around, there's a fucking laundry line that's right there, and it like decapitates me, like hits me right in the neck. And I'm telling you, like, where you know when you hit something and you just bang right on your back. I literally got hit. My legs flew out under me, landed on my back, and I had a mark like across my neck for like a week, like a rope burn on my neck. Brutal. Second one I have is I'm in the backyard. This is with my buddy Brian. You know Brian. In his backyard.
B-Hud.
And we're doing what boys do. Just dumb shit. We're throwing shit at each other left and right. Like we used to play soccer like in his backyard. Like you have, up against.
It's bringing up more and more.
Dude, like, you know how you had the chain link fences?
Yeah.
Right? And there was always the poles. So we used to pick like pole to pole. That's your goal. You got to hit the fence. And I got and we used to play back and forth. And then we started like kicking the ball at each other. Then we started picking up shit and throwing at each other. So we're throwing tennis balls. We're throwing whatever we got throwing at each other. He winds up picking up an empty 2-liter bottle of Coke. Okay? Empty 2-liter bottle of Coke. And he wings it at me. Okay? Don't ask me how the hell this fucking happens. Okay? No clue. Wings it at me. Okay? And I turn to kind of block it. And it hits me in my neck, right where my birthmark is. Hits me in my neck, and I'm like, what the, what the fuck was that? He goes, there's a 2-liter bottle. I'm like, dude, what? I take my hand down, and there's like gushing blood out of my neck. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a bald spot on my birthmark. It's because he threw the bottle at me, and it took off part of my birthmark where it was like hanging off my neck. I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, it was a water bottle. Like, I have no idea how. The only thing I can think of is, when you break the top off, when you first open it up, the bottom ring that's left on sometimes it's spiky.
Yeah.
I think it might hit me. But I'm like, a 2-liter, empty 2-liter bottle of Coke, which doesn't really have any weight to it.
Yeah. All right, last story then.
Okay. We're at 37 minutes. So.
Don't worry about it. Boys will be boys, right? So, playing with my little brother when we're little kids, and where what we're doing is we have these Tonka toy trucks, like these big metal yellow trucks, dump trucks and stuff. And what we're doing is, my parents' living room, they had like a love seat with an ottoman. So what we would do is that, what were we doing? We were running with the Tonka toy and crashing into the ottoman and then like jumping into the couch. And then what I did was I was being a dick, and I think I threw something in front of him running at the truck, and then he tripped and he hit the corner of his head on the ottoman, and he had a fucking huge boil on the top of his head because he had.
Was this your brother?
Yeah, Tyler, like blunt force trauma, and he was like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "Hey, I didn't do it on purpose.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything."
And he's walking around with a huge like boil on top of his head. He's like, "Ah!" And my mom comes down, she's like, "Ah!" And I was like, "I didn't do it." But
boys will be boys, man.
it was like like the size of this Zippo, like a circle on top of his forehead. It was bad. I was like, I'm sorry.
Boys will be boys, man.
Yeah, he's okay. He's better off.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I like that. Well, bro, see, those are the ones we need. Bring up good memories.
That's a good question. All right, we'll do one last one, and we'll call it a day here.
It's not a good one. We got to keep going. We got to go one.
Ha! All right, what was the dumbest thing you've ever done for money?
The dumbest thing I ever done for money. Damn. The dumbest.
I don't know. Like it had to be a bet of some sort. We bet me that I couldn't do this, and I did. Like,
I mean, it's related to this. So, my wife, when we first started dating, we went up to my house upstate and we played the game of life. Just us two.
oh, that's a good game.
Right? And we said the loser has to run around the pond naked. Granted, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's broad daylight. So I
run around the pond naked.
And I lost.
You got to cup them, baby. Cup them and run.
I lost, so I had to run out of the house. And the pond's it's a pretty big pond. So I had my pork and beans flapping all over the place, running around 1 o'clock in the morning in broad daylight. That wasn't for money, but it was a bet I lost. Or
yeah, I can't think of anything. Like the dumbest thing I did for money, I don't know.
So my first job at a college, it was door to door. Sold door to door Verizon files. I knocked on doors all day, 6 days a week, commission only, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. Poor man's Wolf of Wall Street mentality. This office was. They wanted to be like Wolf of Wall Street. So every Friday was Challenge Friday. So what you would do was you would say, "Yo, Justin, I guarantee you I sign more people up today. Just how many more sales you get, applications." So, and you would bet. We would bet, the boss would buy like fishes from the market and he'd slap people with a fish. Or
that's pretty funny.
I lost once and I had to drink a whole jar of jalapeno juice, like a big jar of jalapenos. Ooh. And I had to drink the whole jar of jalapeno juice.
And you did it?
And I did it.
Okay.
I lost once, got pied in the face.
I can remember like some of the dumbest bets that I've won money on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's no fun. We want to hear this dumb shit.
Oh, like betting on whether or not like Britney Spears is going to show cleavage. $100, yes. Thank you for $100. Like,
you ever did anything dumb?
For money? I don't know. I probably ate something. I don't really.
Another one was same job. I won this bet, but you would. I don't know what it was called, but what you would do is if the person lost, everyone in the room was on the outer walls, and you would write a note, like Justin sucks big fat monkey dick. You'd crumple it up.
Monkey dick.
You crumple it up, you throw it across the room. Then you would take the guy's tie, and he would get on all fours, and you would walk him. And he would crawl across the floor and then pick up the note on the
This is at that office?
Yes, this is what I did.
Oh, my God.
And I have a video of it somewhere. And he would pick up the note on the dirty, never cleaned rug with his mouth, and then he would read out the note to the whole office.
Oh, my gosh.
So many stories like that.
Yeah, I can't think of like dumb stuff I've done. Oh, I know what I did. I know I did once.
Oh, let's hear it.
This is kind of like a gambling thing, but so I'm in Vegas, and this is like the first time I'm in Vegas, and I was actually underage at the time.
Ooh,
I was 20. I did have a fake ID, and but we kind of figured like if you're playing on the slot machines, you're kind of this was like before I was really into like the table game stuff, but we kind of figured, all right, they're not really gonna bust your balls, but. So on the table games, it would work. I mean, there's people from all over the planet. So to have a fake ID, if you're in the middle of like some small village or small town in New York, they'd be like, all right, what are you doing, right, with this, from Texas or wherever. I had one from Connecticut. But anyway, so I'm in Vegas, so they're like, Connecticut, no problem. So anyway, I'm sitting down with my buddy. We're playing the fruit wheel. right? It's like the worst game you could fucking play. Playing a fruit wheel. It's basically got all different fruits, right? And it's like 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 40 to 1, jackpot. And you basically put like whatever money you want on, let's say 20 to 1, and she spins the fucking fruit wheel, and if it hits 20 to 1, you win. If it doesn't, you lose. So we're betting, right? And we're playing, and we're actually at the Planet Hollywood. It's what's called the Pleasure Pit. It's basically a area of table games where all the girls are like, they're all women dealers and they're all dressed in like bikinis and everything, right? So we're 20 years old at the time.
The Pleasure Pit.
So I'm 20, my buddy's 21. So anyway, so we're playing.
Eddie?
No, my buddy Brian.
Oh.
So we're playing this game, and we're betting, right? We're betting a little bit. And we're going up, down, up, down, down. So I go to the girl, I'm like, all right. And we're like talking to the dealer or whatever. So I make a bet. I said, all right, I'm going to put 40. I'm going to put like $10 on the 40 to 1. Okay. And she's like, go ahead. No, put a 40 on. I'm like, you ain't going to hit it. She goes, I'm going to hit it. I was like, you ain't going to fucking hit it. Like this, I'm putting my money on the 1 to 1 because there's obviously more 1s than there is 40s. So I put the money on. My buddy does it too. And she's like, so I'm going to hit it. I said, there ain't no fucking shot. Like she goes, I'll make you a bet. She goes, if I hit the 40 to 1 right now, she's like, you got to do the worm on this table. I'm like, huh? I think we mentioned like, because there was people dancing, so we had mentioned dancing or whatever, and she goes, you got to do the worm. I'm like, all right, fine. Fuck, like, the odds that you ain't going to hit it, okay? There's like fucking 150 numbers on the board, and there's like 140 you ain't hit it. Spins the fucking thing, and it hits the 40, right? Which makes, now I think about it, I go, how the fuck does she, like, is it rigged? So anyway, hits the 40. So I'm laughing. My buddy and I are cheering. Brian and I are like, yeah, okay, $400, whatever it was. Which was, you know, when you're 20 years old, it's a decent amount of money. So we're all like, oh, yeah, let's go. So the lady, she goes, all right, everybody, can you please clear your chips? I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, you said that you would do the worm if I hit the 40. And I'm like, and I'm
What
thinking,
table? What table?
on the fucking, like, on top of the table where, like, you're gambling, like, on the blackjack table.
Put your money where your mouth is,
So
boy.
and I'm thinking, there's no way she's gonna let me do this. Like, I can't. This is highly illegal, and I'm underage as it is. So she goes, all right, everybody clear off. I go, I'm looking. I said, you gonna? She goes, yeah. She goes, a bet's a fucking bet. I go, well, all right then. So I get on top of the table, and there's a video of it, it's like long ago, grainy ass fucking video, and I'm doing the worm on the table for like 5 seconds, and I jump off the table. Everybody's cheering, whatever. About 5 minutes later, the casino manager is walking by, and the lady, she calls him over. She's like, "Hey," called him Johnny. Johnny, get over here. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's like, "Johnny, get over here. Come here." And she goes, "You gotta check out what this guy did." I'm like, so she shows him the video. She goes, "He's just the fucking worm on the table. Check this." And it's like the casino manager. I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So she shows him the video, and I'm sitting there like sweating bullets because I'm underage. And I go, I'm going to get fucking kicked out. I'm going to get arrested, whatever. So he looks at the video. He looks at me. He looks at the video again. And he goes, I've seen a lot of shit in this casino. He goes, but that is fucking awesome. And I was like, let's go. He goes, you got to see me. He goes, that's fucking awesome. And then, like, we left and everything, and I was telling Brian, I said, dude, were you sweat? He goes, dude, I was pissing I was shitting myself because I thought you were going to get kicked out. Like, there's no way. So, that's the dumbest thing I did to keep my $400.
Decent.
Was worm on top of a casino table.
Decent. Decent.
Fuck it.
What else we got?
I don't know, man. I think it's going to do. We're at 48 minutes now. That was my long...
Come on, make it 50 minutes. One more question.
All right, one more question.
Come on.
Two.
Yeah, I got fucking smoke in my eye.
I know. We got to do some reels here. What is the most inappropriate object in your fridge?
Cucumber. A long ass one.
Big ass fucking cucumber.
And every time I buy one, I'm like, giant dildo.
It's got to be.
Giant dildo.
It's got to be that.
Or it's not in my refrigerator, but it's the ingredient cumin.
Yeah, cumin.
I'm like, cumin.
Where are you coming? Yeah.
Right? That's it.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at the Burnout. We hope you enjoyed that little fourth date with the Burnout question. Some of those questions were not that interesting. Some of them were good. They opened up some stories. But if you're new, if you like this, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and please hit the bell to be notified for every single time we drop a new video, new episodes every single Friday. Check out the website, burnoutpodcast.com. Become a member, $5 a month to get exclusive discounts to 5 partnering stores. You get entered into a monthly members-only giveaway. We give away cigar spirits, accessories, and more. Also, head over to the website to get yourself a box of The Blueprint, our latest cigar, our newest cigar, first cigar. Best believe this ain't going to be the first one. We're going to have plenty more to come. burnoutpodcast.com. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Eric, send them off with the cheers.
As always, guys, thank you very much. And with that being said, cheers, chin chin, and salud.